quota bill is concerned, where we now understanding that it is likely that the women quota bill will see a presence this session. Government sources are telling us here at CNN News 18 that the women reservation bill, in fact, could be tabled on the 20th of September. Remember, this is the most crucial bill as far as this special session of Parliament is concerned, other than if there is anything else up the government's sleeves. Now, what sources are indicating to us here at CNN News 18 that in fact there will be a discussion as far as this bill is concerned, and in fact this could be tabled on the 20th of September. Remember, today the special session of Parliament started. Today is also the last day as far as the old Parliament building is concerned. Tomorrow it's the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. We move to the new Parliament building, and on the 20th, when you have the legislative business that begins, we're understanding in fact this bill, the women reservation bill, in fact could be tabled. Remember, the opposition time and again has also said that this is a bill that is needed as far as the empowerment of women is concerned. We'll try and get more details in terms of what are we picking up as far as the tabling of the women reservation bill is concerned. Just to give a better timeline to our viewers, as I pointed out, only tomorrow on the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi will be in fact moved to the new Parliament building, and after that on the 20th you'll in fact have the legislative business that will begin. Remember, when we heard from the Prime Minister earlier in the day, he made it clear that even though the duration of this session is short, but what can be achieved will be far greater, because this will redefine the way that India is seen over the next few years as well. Let's also now bring in our colleague Yatendra, who in fact is now joining us on the broadcast. Yatendra, और क्या जानकारी है आपके पास?
देखिए, जो सूत्रों से खबर आ रही है कि इस स्पेशल सेशन में इस बुधवार को मोदी सरकार बड़ा बिल ला सकती है, वो बिल महिला रिजर्वेशन बिल को लेकर, क्योंकि 2010 से ये बिल अटका हुआ है और अभी तक केवल 2010 में जब बिल आया था तो राज्यसभा में बड़ी भारी हंगामे के बीच में ये पास हुआ था, लेकिन लोकसभा में ये पास नहीं हो पाया, वहाँ अटक गया। उसके बाद से कोई कोशिश सरकार के द्वारा नहीं की गई, लेकिन इस बार क्योंकि स्पेशल सेशन बुलाया गया और अमृतकाल का दौर चल रहा है, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने 75 साल की आज़ादी के तौर पर अमृतकाल का जो समय है उस दौरान एक बड़े ऐतिहासिक निर्णय करने की बात कही है। और आज भी जब प्रधानमंत्री मोदी का संबोधन हुआ था पार्लियामेंट सेशन शुरू होने से पहले, तो उन्होंने कहा भी था कि जरूर छोटा है लेकिन इसके मायने अलग हैं, मायने महत्वपूर्ण है और जो भी निर्णय होंगे वो ऐतिहासिक होंगे। इस तरह की बात प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने कही थी, क्योंकि और जब कमेटी बनाई गई थी गीता मुखर्जी की अध्यक्षता में, तो उसके बाद जो ये विधेयक है उसका प्रावधान 2010 में लाया गया था और तब ये पास नहीं हो पाया। लेकिन महिलाओं को बराबरी मिले, इस बात के आज संकेत भी आज प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने जब पार्लियामेंट सेशन में पुरानी यादों को लेकर, जो आज़ादी के बाद से लेकर अब तक जो पार्लियामेंट की यादें रही, ऐतिहासिक बिल रही, ऐतिहासिक चर्चा रही, तमाम बड़े नेता रहे, उनका स्मरण करते हुए इस बात का भी उल्लेख किया कि किस तरह से महिलाओं की संख्या रही है। और आज की भी बात करें कि 14% की संख्या, 14% महिलाओं की संख्या है, जो 15% से भी कम है। तो ऐसे में एक बड़ा बदलाव होगा अगर ये बिल लेकर आती है। तो और सूत्रों ने यही दावा किया है कि इस बुधवार को सरकार महिला आरक्षण पर बिल ला सकती है।
यतेंद्र, एक चीज मैं आपसे और समझना चाहती हूँ, जैसे आपने अभी सही हमारे दर्शकों को बताया कि 2010 में राज्यसभा में जब ये बिल पास हुआ था, तो 2010 और 2023 तक ऐसे क्या कारण रहे हैं कि ये बिल पास नहीं हो पाया है?
देखिए, कारण साफ है कि जो महिला आरक्षण बिल को लेकर है, कई सांसदों, कई राजनीतिक दलों के अपने अपने इसमें मतभेद रहे हैं। उनका जो परसेप्शन है वो अलग रहा है। वो कुछ बदलाव इसमें चाहते थे। कुछ राजनीतिक दलों का ये कहना था कि महिला आरक्षण जो 33% है उसे बढ़ाया जाना चाहिए, या 33% का जो 33% का जो रिजर्वेशन है उसमें ओबीसी कोटे या एससी कोटे की भी महिलाओं को अलग से जगह देनी चाहिए। इसमें एक प्रावधान था कि जहाँ पर किसी राज्य में 3 सीटें तो उसको लेकर एक अलग फॉर्मूला इसमें अपनाया जाना चाहिए कि उन 3 में से 1 या 2 सीटें महिला रिजर्वेशन के तौर पर जाएं। तो इस तरह के कई मतभेद थे जिन पर कह सकते हैं एक संवाद कायम करने की जरूरत थी, लेकिन वो संवाद कहीं ना कहीं जो डायलॉग होता है वो डायरेक्ट डिलीवरी कहीं ना कहीं रुकी हुई थी और इस वजह से वो एक राय नहीं हो पा रही थी। लेकिन अब सरकार ने, जो सूत्रधार है, सरकार ने फैसला कर लिया है कि वो इस बिल को संसद में पेश करेगी और इसी विशेष सत्र में वो पेश किया जाएगा। जी।
Okay, Yatendra, we'll have to leave that conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. So sources telling us here in CNN News 18 that it is a possibility that we could see the tabling of this bill on the 20th of this month. Before I go back to our guests, we have some reactions coming in as far as the opposition is concerned. Let's take a look.
हम बहुत दिन से ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं, सभी की इच्छा है कि महिला रिजर्वेशन का बिल आना चाहिए और महिलाओं को देना चाहिए जो ड्यू है। आज तक हमने सब कोशिश की, लेकिन अब मैं समझता हूँ जब आप ये मुद्दा उठाएंगे तो जरूर आपके बात को मान्यता वो दे देंगे।
तो हमारी तरफ से फिर हम ये मांग करते हैं कि आपकी सरकार रहते हुए ये वुमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल को पारित किया जाए। ये हमारी देशवासियों की मांग है। मुझे लगता है कि आप हमारी बात को जरूर गौर से सोचेंगे।
So those are voices that are coming in as far as the opposition are concerned, who are also demanding the passage as far as the women reservation bill is concerned. We'll talk about that to our guests in just a bit, but I'll now request Ravi to respond. He's been patiently waiting. Now, Ravi, of course, the opposition is in up in arms questioning as far as the agenda and the timing of the special session of Parliament is concerned. But for the opposition, the other criticism against the government also has been that we just don't get an opportunity to voice our concerns. This is the opposition's opportunity. Why aren't they grabbing it with both hands?
Riddhima, first of all, let me congratulate you and the entire viewership of your channel regarding this women reservation bill being tabled over there. I think this is the voice of the nation, and this will be the best tribute to the outgoing parliament that if the bill is passed in this particular session.
Yeah.
This is a need of the hour. Anyway, and now I come, what Kharge ji said, inaugural speech, he said that ये हालात बदलने चाहिए, नाम बदलने से क्या होगा, हालात बदलने चाहिए. The point is that opposition is very apprehensive from the government that there no agenda, proper agenda has been circulated. The bills which are being shown over there, they could have passed in the earlier sessions or they could be passed in the forthcoming winter session as well. So where was the need for this? My friend was saying Prime Minister is a devout Hindu. Very good. Everybody has got a religion. Everybody practices it under four walls of his house. But as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, he has to be secular. That is the Article 1 of the preamble of the Constitution. And it has nothing to do with his religion as such. Now, when we come to the point, the other burning issues are there. The Manipur issue is there, the unemployment is there, rising prices is there, and so many new violence is there. So such things are being put under the carpet, and the government is going ahead with the new parliament. The positive thing is that what you have said is that Bonohami has been seen, all of new building they are going to enter. I think the kind of brotherhood, the kind of amicability between the government and the opposition will remain there.
Yeah.
There is a serious trust deficit between the opposition and the ruling party because the government does it without announcing it. They just like demonetization, like several other things which they did without properly consulting, taking opinion. In democracy, even one opposition voice has to be heard. It is not about the majority. It is about the taking everybody together.
Okay.
They're building a consensus about the particular issues. The government cannot bulldoze or run over because of their brutal majority. They
So
can
Yuvraj,
pass
that
anything.
really has been the standing criticism as far as the opposition is concerned, that we don't have any issue as far as convening of this special session of parliament is concerned. What we have an issue with is that the opposition, as always, has been kept in the dark. Even in the past sessions, their criticism has been that their voice are being muzzled. And this time around, they're saying, even if you look at the past precedents, there has been special session of parliaments in the past as well. But an agenda has been shared with the opposition. Why are things so different this time around?
First of all, I need to answer Honorable Ravi sir. As Ravi sir said, opposition is apprehensive and there is a trust deficit between the government and the opposition. I just need to ask my learned friend Ravi sir, are you a part of the dotted India alliance or not? Because last time I checked that you yourself have a trust deficit with the united opposition, and right now you're batting for the opposition, which is actually paradoxical and ironical to me. Having said that, Riddhima, we are not working under a demagogue. We are working under an elected government in the flourishing democracy of Bharat. The government is duly elected, the Prime Minister is duly elected, and as per the parliamentary procedure, a business advisory committee is there to list the official businesses to be listed and discussed in the House. So I do not find any wrong in that. procedures
but
are
Yuvraj,
duly
what
followed,
is the
properly
issue
followed.
in sharing an agenda as far as the opposition is concerned? This is a protocol that's been followed in the past. So why not keep the opposition in the loop as well? Because then you cut the criticism completely.
Of course, yeah, that's fine. See, I have a limited take in that.
Sure.
Last time I checked that the Lok Sabha Secretariat in its press note, it's clearly mentioned that we'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do it as in they're gonna reveal everything as time comes. But for now, what I feel is if there was any point of inconsistency with respect to parliamentary procedures, it wouldn't have taken few hours, more than few hours, for the India Alliance to reach the Supreme Court of India with a concern that so and so government, so and so body is breaching the constitutional norms. So I do not find any fallacy in what government is doing. That's a limited take that I have. And if
Okay.
there is an inconsistency, the opposition would have moved to Supreme Court.
Okay.
So
Ravi,
this is nothing but just 10 seconds. This is nothing but making mountain out of molehill. Then that's what government is doing. And last 10 seconds, with regards to the women reservation bill,
Yeah.
what I feel is the
I'll
dotted India
come
Alliance
to
is
the
nothing
women
but
reservation
shooting.
bill.
Yeah,
Yuvraj,
yeah.
I'll just come to the women
Yeah.
reservation bill in just a second. But I want a quick response from Ravi Srivastava. I just want to understand, considering the fact we were speaking about the bonhomie that we were seeing at least in the first half of the first day, I want to understand what is the plan and strategy as far as the opposition is concerned. Are they also going to see the move to the new parliament building as a new chapter and possibly a chapter where we can see constructive discussions and debates as far as the opposition is concerned? Because unfortunately, over the last few sessions, whether it was the monsoon session or the session before that, it has been a complete whitewash. There has been a complete breakdown of communication from both sides. The government feels there was ample opportunity that was given to the opposition, but the opposition just not grabbing it with both their hands.
Ridhima, opposition also sees a window in this. The window in the sense that at least if the government comes forward, let them try and give a leverage to the government that listen to us, at least listen to us, discuss, debate. Those things are there which are required for a healthy democracy. You know, the forcefully passing any bill is not the solution. So I think opposition also is looking for a kind of a route by which they can express to the government, like yesterday's meeting which took place. Now they said opposition remarks were there were only snacks, there was no agenda. So I think that is what the trust deficit I am talking about. That should the kind of understanding should develop with the opposition, that this is what we are going to talk, and convention, protocol, all these things are there. You can take a leverage of under 85(1). You can do anything. You can call any session a special session. You can
So
call
the point that the opposition
anytime.
is making, that the change of building will not change anything if there is no change of heart.